Good morning. Have a look at that today. So it's a top tip and a handy hint day. I love the top tips. Everybody seems like that. So these are brass, and as you can see, they're green, and anybody will tell you normally it involves a lot of elbow work and whatever. However, this rust remover, which I thought one day, I thought it can't do it any harm, it's metal. Let's try it. So painting a bit on, make sure you got gloves on. Okay, you definitely don't want this stuff on your hands. Look at this, what's this? You can see that. Turn that on, put that little bit there, a little bit here, yada yada yada. Chuck it in a cloth. I feel like Paul Daniels this. Alright, Debbie McGee. And now all it needs is a little bit of brass on it and a buffing and away to go. How cool is that? How cool is that? You see me paint that on. It only takes a few seconds and it just loosens all the surface of it there. All that greenness. So if you've got one of those great big copper kettles or something, you want to clean it up really quickly and easily. A bit of rust remover. My nine used to make me clean the brasses every Sunday. After chapel, we'd clean the brasses every Sunday. I quite like doing it actually. So. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Top tip and handy hint. Come and have a look at this. So this has had a flatting off and then a coat of primer, and then as always you put the primer on, a bit squinty with the sun, are you? There. Come round by there, then you're not looking into the sun then, are you? As always with the first coat of primer up, it shows any of the sort of imperfections, whatever. Then they were sanded and also filled with some very fine filler. Any of the sort of household poly fillers, that sort of thing, if it's only just a thin coat of it, it's brilliant for it. And yesterday or the day before, I can't remember when it was, I was talking about scorching the knots and then painting them with knotting. And a very clever lad, Rollo Dumford Wood, I spoke to him this morning and he said, we were talking about that, and he said, Chris, he's a clever lad, he went to this detail, and it's a detail I should have put in there as well. He said that when you scorch the surface with it sort of bubbles up and makes it a little bit crispy. He said, and you said don't sand it after. He said, so it's got to stand proud, that little bit of a crispy surface. He's absolutely right on there. If you notice, when I was scorching it, I didn't go mental with it. I wasn't sort of keeping at it for ages. Just give it until I just seen it bubbling a little bit, and then the knotting on, and then the first coat of primer. And it's a high build primer. It's a BDX primer, and put that on, and then you can see anything then. So if I am sanding, then it's not sanding that surface as such, it's sanding the primer and flatten it off a bit, and then another coat of primer, flatten it off a bit. But what a great question from Rollo, one of you. Yeah, technical details, I like that. God bless everybody, have a great day, make the most of the weather, be productive.